Hi everyone,
This is Missy.
and this is Ronnie, and today we're going to talk about privilege. Ready? So privilege is the special rights, advantages, and immunities that a person is granted based solely on who they are as a person.
Privilege is something you never really think about. You're kind of just born into it. So an example would be money privilege.
So money privilege is like a person who's just born into a family that's wealthy and has money. So money is something that they never have to worry about. It's not like not having money is something that they never think about because they've just always had it.
Their idea of money is a little different compared to the average person's income,
Like us.
where they're thinking more about where they're going to go on vacation, what kind of car they're going to get, where we're thinking about how are we going to pay off our student loans, how are we going to get gas this week. So money privilege is a little different.
That's privilege.
Privilege. But in this video, we're going to be talking about male privilege and female privilege. Male privilege is the social and political advantages and rights males have based solely on the fact that they're male. So one example would be in the workforce. To every dollar a male makes, a female makes 77 cents to that.
Another example of this is when a man is walking down the street, like in a big city like New York City. They don't really have to walk with the fear of being harassed or in danger when they're walking by themselves. But when a woman is walking down the streets, I can attest to this, and almost everyone can attest to this, that they will experience some sort of harassment, or they'll feel like they're in danger, or they'll feel uncomfortable because people are catcalling them or making comments to them or following them.
Another privilege is how men are glorified when they sleep with women and they're called a pimp. But on the other side, when a woman sleeps around, she's considered a slut.
So a lot of people know about male privilege, but a lot of people don't realize that there's also such thing as female privilege. So female privilege is similar to male privilege, except it's the rights and advantages that a person has based solely on the fact that they're a female.
Right. So one example is when a male hits a female, there's repercussions, usually facing jail time or, police get involved. However, when a female hits a male, it's more of a slap on the wrist and we kind of look the other way.
Or even, they are even sometimes like glorified for it, like, oh yeah, you go girl, but like, you're a person, you shouldn't be hitting a man, just like a man shouldn't be hitting a woman.
Another female privilege that females have is that when a man is out and about taking photos, maybe at a park or at a school, he's usually questioned and considered a pervert.
A lady takes photos by the kids' pool. No one bats an eyelid. She's harmless. But what happens when a man does the same thing?
We had a report that someone fitting your description was taking photos of kids up here.
It's this whole thing that men are guilty until they're proven innocent, and that's really wrong.
This actually just happened recently to my brother. He was at a field that he coaches at. He coaches boys lacrosse, and he was taking pictures of the field to send to his team just to show them. And the manager actually came up to him and said, parents are concerned, they're worried about you taking these pictures. He didn't even realize what he was doing. He didn't realize that it was a problem. And I know if it was me taking pictures, no one would question me.
I also think I read an article on the news, or saw an article on the news where a man was actually asked to switch seats with a female because he was sitting next to two minor boys on the plane ride.
Passenger John McGurr says that Virgin Airlines treated him like a sexual predator.
A stewardess came up and she said, I'm going to have to ask you to move. I said, why? And she goes, because you're not allowed to sit next to children because you're a male.
It's a bit sexist, isn't it?
It's just our policy to not have males sitting next to unaccompanied minors.
So that's another example of female privilege versus male privilege around children.
An example of female privilege is also that women are able to have children, they are able to produce offspring, and they can do this even if they don't have a mate or a spouse or a partner. They can go somewhere to like a clinic or something and they can become pregnant and have a child, and men don't have this opportunity. They're not able to do that. And even with adoption, it's easier for a woman to adopt a baby than it is for just a man by himself to adopt a child.
Also in the workforce, women, when they have children, they go on a maternity leave. Whereas men, when they have a new child, they don't have that option to spend time with the newborn baby. So that's another example of privilege compared to female and male. So what can we do in the 21st century to raise awareness and have people treat each other as humans and not see each other as male and female?
Honestly, I think it all starts with respect and respecting yourself. If you respect yourself, others are going to respect you, and you're going to respect others more.
Yeah, I agree. I think we should all just treat each other how we would want to be treated.
Yeah, definitely, and that's going to make people respect you more. If you treat them with respect, they're going to treat you with respect.
So thank you for watching our video. Please don't forget to like, comment, and share.
And open your eyes.